welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how to do a very simple bronze, kind of smoky eye look. It only really requires 2 to 3 eyeshadows, and you can even use some products that you have in your own kit, such as your bronzer or your face powder. I also share with you which brushes I like to use, very affordable brushes to get this look, and I'll lastly show you how to do my signature winged eyeliner. I really hope you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright guys, so I'm genuinely in the process of getting ready right now. You can see my hair is soaking wet and it's air drying. So what did I do? I did my foundation and I set that, and then I filled in my eyebrows. So next I usually go into eyes. You could either do your highlight and contour and then go into eyes. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to explain to you a couple of products that I use and just a couple of options and some brushes too, so you guys can kind of follow along. These are all super affordable for the most part, so it just depends on what it is that you have in your collection. So today I'm going to do a super simple bronzy brown smoky eye, and I'm going to show you guys also how I do my wing eyeliner. So let's get started with brushes so we can kind of see what tools that we need. So the 3 brushes that I first recommend, the first one is the Sedona Lace EB21, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a tiny little flat brush. And these brushes are best to put highlight underneath your eyebrow bone. So the next brush that I have is the Sedona Lace EB11, also a flat brush, but this one's a lot bigger, so it just depends if you want to fill out a lot more space when you're packing on a little eyebrow highlight underneath. And the last one is a Wet n Wild. It doesn't have a number or a name, but it's the same thing. All you're going to want to do is just have any brush that's kind of like a flat paddle with bristles. So that is for your eyebrow highlight. So after that, you're going to put a color in your crease, and you're going to want to like fluff it in there. And for those, I have about 4 brushes for that. So the first brush isn't an eye brush whatsoever, but I just love how it's huge and fluffy, and this is the e.l.f., I believe, the Flawless Concealer Brush. So this is very large. It depends. I mean, I have a lot of lid space, so I can get away with using something this big to buff in like a crease color. And then what else do I have? I have 3 Wet n Wild brushes. I really like their collection. So this is just a Wet n Wild brush. This one's flat. I don't know if you guys can see. It's completely flat inside, or this way. And so this is also nice to just kind of put like a crease color directly in the crease. And if you want to turn it upwards, you can buff it upwards. Or if you want a little dome shaped brush, the Wet n Wild also does one like that. And lastly, Wet n Wild, I think I got this at a dollar store randomly, just wanting to see if it worked. Wet n Wild did another flat brush similar to this white one. So these are going to be our crease brushes and eyebrow highlights. So that's for a very basic eye. I recommend you get one of these brushes and one of these. And the e.l.f. brushes range for about $1 to $3. Same for Wet n Wild, super affordable. And Sedona Lace, I absolutely love their brushes. Okay, so let's go on to the eye products, eyeshadows, and what you're gonna need to get this smoky eye, this bronzy smoky eye. So we're gonna start with just kind of like the top down. So eyebrow highlight, you can do anything. If you guys want a shimmery highlight, you can do shimmery. If you wanna do a matte highlight, which is what I prefer, which I'm gonna be showing you today, you're just gonna want something that's kind of like a bone color. So in this LORAC Pro palette, they have 2 colors. This one's called Bear, and this one's called Linen. And it's just going to be like a nude matte color. And if for whatever reason you don't have that, you can honestly, I've had times where I'm kind of in a crunch, I just use a light face powder. And so this one I use to blend in my nose contour because it's a lighter shade, and it's fine. If I wanted to throw that in my eyebrow or underneath my eyebrow, you'd be completely fine. Next, I also really like having products work like kind of overtime for me. I like when things kind of double. So this Hoola Benefit bronzer, I like to do my nose contour with and even throw underneath my cheekbones to contour. But since it's just such a nice brown shade, it just matches so nicely and seamlessly with the rest of your face to throw this into your crease. So this is what I'm going to be using today to throw into my crease. And lastly, we're going to want to go bronzy and shimmery on our eyes. So you have 2 options. This is the Wet n Wild Quad, and the color is Walking on Eggshells. So this actually comes with 3 colors. This top color, it's marked brow bone, so technically you could, if you wanted a shimmery eyelid and a shimmery brow bone, you could use this color. They have a crease color that's a nice bronzy brown, and then they have a pinky eyelid color. So I'm going to swatch the crease color on my hands so you guys can just kind of see but it's just a nice brown, bronzy color. Or if you already have the Balm Betty Luminizer on hand, this is also a nice bronzy brown color, shimmery. This is meant, I think, for your skin to use as like a bronzer or a highlight, but honestly, I've used this as an eyeshadow, and both of these are just stunning. So hopefully you guys can see in the camera. So this one's a little bit more expensive, but if you're just starting out, you're completely fine getting the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells color. So which one do you think I should use? Do you like this one or do you like this one?
The one on the right.
This one? Or right, you're right.
You're right.
This right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he chose the Walking on Eggshells, the Wet n Wild, the more affordable one, and that's completely fine. Okay. All right, so we're gonna zoom you guys in closer so you can see what I'm gonna do step by step on my eyes. Okay guys, so we are gonna get started, and we're gonna start with our eyebrow bone highlight. So it's gonna be right underneath here. We just wanna put a light color. It's really gonna just emphasize our eyebrow and just kind of bring it forth and make it look a little bit lifted. So for that, I'm gonna go with the LORAC Pro palette, and I'm gonna get the color Bare and mix it a little bit with Linen. So it's gonna be 2 light colors, mixing the 2, tapping it off, and I'm just gonna put this underneath my eyebrow and just brighten it up underneath here. And so you can see it just adds a nice light white color, and it really makes your eyebrow pop and it makes your eyebrow look lifted. Okay, so what we did so far is mixed Linen and Bare from the LORAC Pro palette and put that underneath our eyebrow bone, or underneath our eyebrow. And that is gonna be our eyebrow highlight. Next, what I like to do is I think I'm gonna go for the Flawless Concealer Brush from e.l.f. and I'm gonna dip that in the e.l.f. Hoola Benefit, the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and I'm just gonna pick up some product with that, tap it off so we don't have too much, and I'm gonna put this in the crease of my eye. So the crease is basically where that fold is in your eye right here. You can put a brush slightly and you can see where it kind of indents. And so that's where you're gonna wanna put most of this product. So again, taking your bronzer, any bronzer or any brown color that you guys have, and we are gonna fluff that in our crease right here. We're gonna do backwards and forwards motions, kind of like a windshield wiper, and we are just gonna really blend this. You don't wanna have a harsh line between your eyebrow highlight color and your crease, so it's okay if it goes upwards and blends the 2. So we're gonna do windshield wiper motions back and forth, and you could even do circular motions. I really like this brush because I feel like it's really fast to get the job done to just add a crease color if you're in a hurry. So I'm just gonna continue to go back and forth and fluff it out. I like to do it outwards towards the tail of my eyebrow. I feel like it really complements my eye shape. And a little bit more. And fluffing it into our crease. And you can just see how quickly it is to add that brown color in your crease. And it's nice and blended. So my favorite thing to do is to do the bronzy color. So this is the crease color from the Wet n Wild palette. And honestly, your best tool is your finger with this. It's gonna pick up a lot of pigment. So I'm gonna swipe my finger into the product, and I'm gonna pat that and gently swipe that on my eyelid. And this is gonna give us such a nice bronze color. Go back and pick up a little bit more product. Make sure we're covering our entire eyelid. And packing it on. You can put as much or as little of this as you want. I like to go and put a lot. And just make sure you're covering your entire eyelid all the way down to your lash line too. And it's honestly as simple as that. So if you want to go back, you can take, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild, the flat one, and I'm just going to kind of buff the 2 colors because it's a little bit smaller where we had the eyebrow highlight and the crease color meet, and just lightly buff that out. And that is it. That is your simple, it took what, 3 products technically to get a nice little bronzy smoky eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and match this on the other side. Okay guys, next on to the hard part. This is where we do our winged liquid liner. I'm going to be using the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner, and it just comes in a little tube like this, and you open it, and again it's a little felt tip, and it has the product on there. My biggest I guess tips with this, I mean, I've been doing makeup for years, and honestly I still have days where my wings are completely off, so it happens to all of us. It's just a lot of practice that it's going to take, and it depends on the preference on how big you like your wing or how little. You can do it with pencil, with gel. I've tried all of them, and I found that liquid eyeliner seems to be the best. So what I recommend, you have your mirror in front of you, take out your wand, and I think it's best when you rest your elbow on a flat surface. So if you're in the bathroom, rest it on the counter. Right now I have a table in front of me, so I'm able to do that, and I have my mirror. And the first thing that you're gonna do is line your eyelash, like line, I guess, if that makes any sense. So I line my eyelid first, but I don't do anything to the wing. So that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna take this. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Am I still in frame? If I like lean. And then we are going to start at the beginning of our eyelash and just connect the line. You can do little motions or little lines to connect it all together. Let me see if I can bring this closer. This is a little difficult when you try to do it on camera. Okay, so resting your elbow, looking into your mirror, and we're just gonna do a line all the way across. Hopefully I can rest my elbow. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that came out. So you want to just do like kind of one, not line, but it's like a curved line to cover your lashes. You don't want to go back and pick more product because this is the part where we're going to kind of sketch out the wing liner. So what I like to do is figure out the angle. So kind of similar to when we did our eyebrows in the last video, you want to take the corner of your nose, corner of your eye here, an eyebrow, and you want to do your wing at that angle. That's going to be the most flattering to your eye shape. So I try to match that as much as possible. So your eyelashes, your top eyelashes and your bottom eyelashes meet right in the middle, and that's where I start my wing eyeliner. So I take this brush with no added product after we made that little line, because it's going to make us like a light sketch, and we are going to go upwards. And we're gonna make just that little tiny line. I feel like this is the easiest when you only have like very, very little product, because you can't really mess up and add too much. You're just sketching it lightly. So you can see the end of where that wing is right here. I'm gonna go just like a hair down from there, and I'm gonna connect that back down to where the line is here. I feel like that's the easiest, and that gives you the sharpest like tip of your wing. So starting a little bit below the end, or before the end of the wing, I'm going to take the wing liner from here and kind of close my eyes and connect it. And it's just a light sketch. And so you have that little gap in between, and now we can go back into our liquid liner and fill in that gap. I'm gonna bring this closer. I swear I feel like I can't breathe, I can't do anything, can't move to really perfect this. So we pretty much have like the natural shape of our wing right now, and at this point you can choose to elongate it, you can keep it this short, you can do whatever your preference is. For me, I like a longer wing, so I'm going to go back and follow that initial line that we started from between the lash line and out. I'm just gonna trace that and make it a tiny, tiny bit longer. And I feel like you can see there's a little tiny gap right there. I'm gonna round that out from here. Oh, it's getting bigger. I guess we're going for a big wing eyeliner today. A nice bold one. That's okay, I enjoy it. So I am very happy with how that wing came out actually. It's nice, it's sharp, it's long, it's big. Like that is my, I don't go for small wing eyeliner. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it big. So that is what we have. So that matches our nice little smoky eye, and I'm going to try to repeat that on this side. But I'm not gonna talk through this one. I'm just gonna do it as I normally would and hope for the best. That's good. I feel confident.
It looks good.
Looks even?
Mm-hmm.
I surprise myself sometimes. Fascinating. Stunning. I was sweating it on that one. Every day is different, you know? Okay guys, so now we have finished our wing eyeliner. I feel like it's as matched as possible. I feel pretty good about it. I feel like they're pretty even. I don't feel like I have any complaints. My biggest thing is just trying to make them as long as possible, as like equal on each side, and I feel like it looks pretty good. So now I'm just gonna go on to mascara. I really enjoy using the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. I like the one with the curved brush more. I feel like it just really gets my eyelashes better, so this one has a little curved brush. Oops, put it on my finger. And then I like to add the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara, and these two go on my upper eyelashes, and on my bottom eyelashes I like to use the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on mascara. You guys know how to do that. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and finished up my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it off camera and just do my highlight and contour routine, which I'll be sure to link down below because I have done a video on that. Just kind of bronze up my face, add some blush and some nice pretty highlight, and I will see you guys right after. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished my makeup off camera. I did my highlight and contour routine, which will be linked down below. It's part of the Back to Basics series if you guys want to see how I got like kind of this bronzy, glowy, shiny look on my cheeks and the rest of my face. As for the products that I used on my lips, that is the By Terry Lady Bear, which again will be linked below as well. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this series. You guys have seen just how I do my makeup overall. You saw the basic foundation and concealer routine, how I highlight and contour, how I fill in my eyebrows, and now you have an everyday, just like a bronzy, smoky eye and how to on your winged eyeliner. Truly, just practice makes perfect. I've been at this since I was 16. I am 24 years old now, and I still learn new things every single day, and I'm so excited about all the new makeup products coming out. So keep you guys posted. We will be testing out a lot of makeup together, and I will just be showing you my crazy everyday makeup looks that I get requested. So make sure you thumbs up this video and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, so the first brush that I'm going to use in this tutorial, again, you have your three options, but I'm going to do the Sedona Lace EB21. Why are you laughing?
You're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that.
Yes, you can, but don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
You should
I'm
just look with
smiling.
like hot eyes, like, oh, mama bear.
That's exactly what I was doing.